Hello, my name is Austin Vincent, and this is Animates Creators Inspired. I started heavily in the video production side. My high school had this phenomenal video production program with a phenomenal teacher, and he kind of nurtured my want to make films and stuff. And then through that, I kind of taught myself After Effects and Premiere and all this kind of stuff through YouTube. So then when it was time for college, I was debating like, what do I want to do? And I really wanted to go into visual effects, but I also wanted to stay relatively local to where I grew up, which is Dartmouth, Mass. So there wasn't a lot of great VFX schools down here at the time. And I learned that animation was a great tool to have if you want to get into VFX, because animation is used in VFX all the time and vice versa. So I was like, sure, that sounds like something I'd be totally interested in. So then that's when I decided to go to Lesley University, and it just went from there. And the Duino was my senior thesis, so that was like how I graduated with that. One of my biggest influences growing like from high school on was my film production teacher. He kind of pushed that video side of me, which was really cool. And just one of the like greatest influential movies that I had growing up was The Iron Giant, and that still is my favorite animation of all time. And I think a lot of kind of Duino's core was inspired by The Iron Giant, just for like a kid meets a robot who's new to this world, and then something is nurtured, that's pretty much to a T Iron Giant, and that's kind of what I wanted to homage, I guess, through Duino. Of course, every college kid has thought like, oh, I can just learn this on YouTube, right? And that's 100% true. You can totally do that. I've taught a lot of things to myself through YouTube in animation, but to have like a set university with teachers who are there to help, like I was lucky enough that when I went to Lesley, they didn't have a VFX program, and from day one, I was like, I would love to get some sort of either a minor, major in VFX eventually. And the head of animation, we're still like really friendly to this day, was just like, okay, let's make it happen. And I was able to graduate with a VFX minor. So like, and that's something that only that university could do, and kind of set me up for success, I guess. And another great thing is all the students. Like, there's nothing better than just sitting in a hall working on animation, and you see like kids from your friends from class, and you call them over, and then you get live critique right then and there. You know what I mean? Like, that is so vital, I feel like, to the animation process, and to have it at such close proximity at all times was just amazing.
I'm Pete.
Duino.
I just hope they get the core message, like not everyone looks at a situation the same way, but that doesn't mean it's the wrong way to look at it, right? Like, if they can get that, and I'm pretty sure, I think it's obvious throughout the piece, but if they can get that out, then I think I've succeeded. One of the best things I probably learned doing like a big project was use the assignments and homework as tests. You know, figure out a way to learn something new with assignments. Because when you go to your big project at the end, you don't want to be learning anything. You want to be knowing what you're doing. Like, I was kind of playing around with Octane at the start of Duino, but I knew Arnold and I knew it was going to look good. And this was my one big project that had to look good. You know, you experiment, but know when to use what you know, I think is the best way to say that. Just try to be positive, I guess. I know that's kind of corny, but as long as if you look at every situation with some ounce of positivity, I mean, there's some situations that you just can't, but the majority of them, you know, you're bound to stay positive and, you know, you just can't let that, you know, let the bad stuff get you down, I guess, which is also very corny. But also like be motivated, you know, like go out there, do what you want, you know, achieve the things you want to achieve. Because when when is it when is it a good time? It's always a good time, you know. Like you need to chase it, you know.
Thanks, Duino.